Microsoft, take note. This is how it's done. Man, when Sony says they're gonna show off gameplay, guess what? That's exactly what they do. The state of play was just over 18 minutes, and from start to finish, we were bombarded with gameplay after gameplay. There's much to discuss, so let's get into it. Hi guys, it's Reaper. Hope everyone is doing well. All I can say is wow. I knew Sucker Punch's upcoming Ghost of Tsushima was going to be breathtaking, but my eyes weren't prepared for such visual splendor. The state of play kicked off with exploration on the island of Tsushima. From how Jin will traverse different terrain, to how he will discover the various secrets the island has to offer. Waypoints are kept to a minimum, and Jin has only the guiding wind to lead his path. Visually stunning, and an absolute tour de force in variety, the island of Tsushima becomes a character all its own. From stunning rice fields that span as far as the eye can see, to tranquil shrines on the edge of a mountain cliff. Everything has been realized to staggering detail. The game is pure poetry in motion, and I cannot wait to explore the island at my leisure come July 17th. Next, we are introduced to the different styles of play Jin can adapt throughout his adventure. It's sort of like the karma system in the Infamous games. In those games, you have two different skill trees you could work your way through. One based on pacifism, and the other lethality. But in Ghost of Tsushima, it's a bit different. You could either choose to fight as an honorable samurai, using techniques which was instilled to you throughout your entire life up to the attack on Tsushima. Or you can choose the more dishonorable route of the Ghost, which is based more on stealth and underhanded tactics to dispatch the Mongol threat. If Jin chooses the path of the samurai, combat is calculated. Every strike is precise and clean, using as little stamina as possible to down your foes. The Ghost switches this up. Anything goes, from firecrackers and smoke bombs to distract your enemies for the stealth kill, or striking from above when your enemies aren't aware to land that fatal takedown. By any means necessary, the Ghost will get the job done. This seems like a very interesting dynamic, and I'm sure whatever path you might follow will have its pros and cons. I wonder how this will affect the story and your relationship with the characters you meet throughout the campaign. The third point that was covered is how Jin can be customized with different armor types, and that each armor is not just for aesthetic purposes, but will have different abilities that will aid you in your plight against the Mongol threat. I would assume this is similar to Horizon Zero Dawn, where different armor has various perks, such as higher armor rating, or maybe giving the player some boost to stealth or their basic stats. The way Jin improves his skills is by investing his technique points he earns throughout the game. It wasn't discussed how technique points are obtained, but I guess it's the same like every other RPG, by discovering new locations, completing missions, etc. Another way Jin can improve himself is by using Omamori charms. These will grant extra abilities on top of that gained from the skills earned by technique points. All in all, it seems like quite a deep system, and Jin can be tailored to your type of playstyle. Lastly, in Sony fashion, there will be a photo mode. Sony exclusives always have impressive photo modes, and Ghost will be no different. So this will be a real treat for all those creatives out there. I remember growing up, me and my big bro used to love watching classic samurai movies. Seven Samurai, Shogun Assassin, and Yojimbo were our favorites, and this might be strange to anyone not accustomed to these type of movies, but they were all in black and white. Talking about keeping the best for last, Sucker Punch left us with a last golden nugget of information. The entire game can be played in Samurai Cinema. In this mode, the game will place a windy black and white filter on the entire image, rendering something akin to those classical samurai movies of old. What a truly beautiful sight to behold. You can just see how much love was poured into making this game, and I praise Sucker Punch for going over and beyond what was necessary. In the last year of the PlayStation 3, Naughty Dog's The Last of Us was arguably the defining game of the generation. This year marks the end of the current generation, with PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X launching this holiday. Once again, it seems that one of Sony's developers will deliver the defining game of a generation. Sucker Punch isn't seen as the creme de la creme under PlayStation banner of studios, but I have a feeling that this year everything is about to change, and Sucker Punch will be able to stand tall among the titans of the industry. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below. This really helps the channel grow, and we would like to build a healthy community surrounding the best hobby in the world, gaming. So keep safe and see you in the next one. Dot Matrix out.